we uncovered yesterday that the Biden family and associates received over $20 million from 23 different countries that they had business ties to or communications with.
If the Republicans had a smoking gun or even a dripping water pistol, they would be presenting it today, but they've got nothing on Joe Biden.
When you see a situation where ownership interest moves from one spouse to the other, is that a concern?
Tensions running high on Capitol Hill as House Republicans, including our next guest, kick off their first impeachment inquiry hearing into President Biden over his alleged ties to Hunter's foreign business deals.
Joining us right now with more on that hearing, inside, after, and before. Where we go from here is House Oversight Committee member Congressman Byron Donalds with a rich business background, and we saw that on display yesterday. So, Congressman, great to see you. Democrats are saying if you had evidence, you didn't prove it, it's not done, so you wasted our time. What do you say to that?
I would say that all they're trying to do is distract, dissemble, because they know that this is terrible for the President of the United States. One of the things we established is that there is clearly evidence that Hunter Biden was working with Joe Biden behind the scenes. Jim Biden was a facilitator for some of this to try to protect Pop from being involved publicly in a lot of this, but that Joe Biden was deeply involved. And so all we were saying yesterday was, this is the predicate of the information we have. There's more information we need in the terms of financial records, bank statements, the credit card statements, etc. This is the reason we need to go get that information to continue our inquiry. Last thing for the Democrats. We are in an inquiry right now. That's where we are. We're still investigating. We're still getting information. But the evidence we already have to this point is damning for the President of the United States.
Congressman, government shutdown in 3 days if y'all don't come to an agreement. Where are you on this?
So right now, what we did last night, we passed DOD bill, we passed our Homeland Appropriations bill, a bill for State Department and foreign operations. Those have passed the House. Also considering that we passed the Military Construction and Veterans Administration bill back in August. That's 4 bills out of the House. Senate still has not done anything. Today, we're going to consider a continuing resolution, which is a real cut to the federal agencies while we keep DOD, Homeland, and Veterans Affairs held harmless. And we are also putting in our border security package, H.R. 2, to secure the southern border. The Senate and the White House, frankly, they need to get real. If you want to keep government funding going, secure the southern border, because Joe Biden is derelict in his duty.
Couple of things. Why weren't the appropriations bills done over the summer? So you start September and get it done. Was it because you just can't agree and you knew it? Or is it because you just wanted August off?
No. Listen, I've been very clear with the leadership that there were spending levels that they had negotiated in the debt ceiling deal that many members of the House would not support. If you go back to the debt ceiling deal, there were 71 Republicans that voted against that deal. One of the main reasons was the agreement to a spending cap that most Republicans weren't at. I wasn't at those spending levels. And so we were very clear. There was a very long and extensive negotiation that was really stalling out through June and July over how much we were going to spend. I think we were able to finally come to a resolution, and that's why you see spending bills moving on the House floor.
Real quickly, Brian and I saw an article this morning. It was Washington Post, right? And it talked about the maneuver behind the scenes to oust Kevin McCarthy. Is there any truth to that?
Well, look, there are some members up here talking about it. Right now, my focus is making sure that we land our spending bills and begin some way of conferencing them with the Senate. I will quickly say for the Senate is actually blowing through the spending caps that they agree to, because all they want to do is spend. That's ridiculous. We're not going to do that. But with respect to the job of Speaker McCarthy and what that means, a lot of it remains to be seen. There are some members talking about it. I'm not engaged in that. We got to make sure that we do the right thing fiscally for the country.
They say that Tom Emmers, his deputy, his whip, would take over. Would you vote for Tom Emmers over Kevin McCarthy?
Listen, right now, guys, not even going to play into that because we have too much work to do to get into, we call that stuff palace intrigue. Not going to do it here. We're going to be focused on getting this government funded responsibly and constitutionally and doing its job to secure the southern border and to secure the people of the United States.
Yeah, all that infighting. Just need to unify. All right. Thank you so much, Congressman.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.